Alright, man, what is going on, yo? Welcome back to the Cigar Ralphy Show. This is ridiculous right here. Look at this. Look, this is just I don't even know, man. Look, screenwriter Lenny Lumet accused Russell Simmons of sexually violating her. It says screenwriter Jenny Lumet on Thursday accused Russell Simmons of sexually violating her. Lumet, who's best known for scribing the Jonathan Demme film Rachel Get Married, never seen it, and is the daughter of filmmaker Sidney Lumet, alleged in an essay for The Hollywood Reporter that the Def Jam founder coerced her into having sex in 1991. It means he pushed her into having sex, not physically, but I guess physically, you know, he didn't. You didn't punch me, drag me over, really threaten me, she wrote, describing their arrival at his residence. You used your size to maneuver me quickly into the elevator. I said, wait. I felt dread. I was very sad. I didn't know if the driver was a further threat or an ally. I was both relieved and terrified when he did not get into the elevator alone. In the elevator, you pressed me into the corner with your body and hands. Lumet wrote that she later did what I was told, adding some penetration, there was penetration. At one point, you were only semi-erect and appeared frustrated. Angry, I remember being afraid that you would deem that my fault and become violent. I did not know if you were angry, but I was afraid that you were. Russell Simmons, man, icon, hip hop icon. Another big fish in the pond, going down for sexual misconduct, for alleged sexual misconduct, for allegations of sexual misconduct. Not for actual sexual misconduct, but for allegations of sexual misconduct. You notice what I'm saying? Allegations. These guys are going down for just the allegations. Now, I believe a lot of them. You have to take it as truth in the beginning, and until you deem it, not true. And unfortunately, the person who loses here is the man, always, whether it is true or not. If it's true, obviously he's gonna lose, and he deserves to lose. If it is not true, he's going to lose anyway. He's already been associated with that, with a sexual misconduct. Nobody ever takes into consideration these guys are powerful, and that can, and I know this is going to trigger some people and upset, but it doesn't matter. It has to be said. Nobody takes into consideration these men are powerful. It can make a person who wants something do things they may not normally do, just because the person is powerful, the person has position, the person has money, they want to get something out of it. It's happened. We've seen it. Okay, and because that happens, I believe that there are times and there are situations with some of these fellas where that was the case. It was a powerful man, maybe it been a woman who wants to get in the industry, wants to whatever, and she was like, you know what, maybe if I sleep with him, I'm a big believer in, if they're lying, they should be punished just like the person who is doing the crime, or who was accused. If you accuse somebody and it's a false accusation, then you should be punished with the same punishment that person would have received had they done that crime. Some of these allegations you gotta take with a grain of salt. They don't even investigate them. A woman can just come and say, look, in 1991, he tried to have sex with me. It bothered me. In 1991, he groped me. I understand. It is hard. Sometimes if this is happening, if this happens, this sexual assault stuff, sometimes, not sometimes, probably most of the time, it's hard to just come out and say it. Sometimes it's embarrassing. You got embarrassment and shame, all that stuff built up inside. I've never been assaulted or anything, but I just imagine what these women, who have been assaulted or been a victim of this, going through. But, at the same time, I mean, I'd hate to, you can't put it, I hate to put a statute of limitation on this, but damn, 17 years later, like, why wouldn't you say something with it? Like, look, man, this guy, don't let him get more powerful. You know what I mean? If he did do it, you know what I mean? Because it just looks bad too. These women are coming after powerful men, and they're gonna be suing. It's gonna get to the point where the justice system might wake up and be like, "Whoa, hold on a minute. We're gonna have to investigate this more. We're gonna have to get a little more." Balls to the wall with this, man, because we got too many random allegations coming out now. We got a stack of allegations like this just for this week alone. Turns out, half these powerful men are serial rapists now. So they're going to start investigating. What's going to happen is the women who are going through shit, who have gone through some trauma, who have really gone through this, is going to be more, it's going to get, it's like a roller coaster, man. It's gonna become hard for them now to come out and be like, because now people are gonna be like, Right now we're in a stage where the minute you say, "Hey, look, he touched me," oh shit, hang him. You know what I mean? No, it's gonna get to a point, I think, where they ain't even gonna do an investigation. You just gotta point at him and say, you don't even have to know who he is. Point at him and say, "Yo, he touched me." They're gonna hang him. But after that, it's gonna go through a dry spell. Okay, it's gonna go through a dry spell where they're gonna be like, hold on, wait. We're gonna have to investigate this harder. We're not just gonna do this to this guy. We're not just gonna arrest him. We're not just gonna, ruin his life. We're not even gonna put this thing out. We're gonna investigate and make sure this happened. They're gonna want evidence. And then it's going to make it harder for the people who have gone through stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there are, I promise you, as much as this triggers you, there are people who are putting false allegations. Women have the sharper edge on this one when it comes to that. Men can't go out and say that a woman touched him and he didn't want to be touched. They're not probably going to investigate it. They're probably just going to be like, "Yo, you hear this guy?" It just is what it is. That's the world we live in. You know what I mean? We got to accept it. Unfortunately. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So, anyway, man, this is insane. These stars are falling, man. The stars are falling. I think Nostradamus spoke about this. Anyway, y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. I'm going to come out with probably more family-friendly videos, but I got to talk about it all, man. And I'll see you on the next smoke.